Do you ever find yourself overwhelmed with tasks and wondering how to get it all done? Now imagine juggling several billion-dollar companies at once. This is the daily reality for Elon Musk, the man behind Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and more. He seems to have cracked the code to productivity, accomplishing feats that seem superhuman to most. In this video, we'll dive into the productivity secrets of Elon Musk, offering you insights that can help you transform your productivity game. So let's get started. You might imagine that someone with as many responsibilities as Elon would have a chaotic and unstructured day. However, the reality is exactly the opposite, because Elon Musk is a master of time management. He uses a technique known as time blocking, where he divides his day into 5-minute slots. Each slot is dedicated to a specific task or set of tasks. This approach allows him to stay focused and ensure that every minute of his day is spent being productive. But how does he decide what to prioritize? Well, that's where the magic happens. Imagine your day as a puzzle where each task is a piece that fits somewhere in the frame. Now imagine trying to fit 288 puzzle pieces into a day. That is what Elon Musk does with his time blocking technique. By breaking down his day into 5-minute slots, he ensures that every task, no matter how small, has a slot in the puzzle. Now you might be wondering, how can I apply this to my own life? Well, you don't have to start by breaking your day into 5-minute slots, but maybe start with 30-minute or an hour blocks and adjust as needed. The key here is to start thinking of your time as a finite resource and allocate your resources wisely. Not only has Musk mastered the ability to optimize his daily schedule, but another secret of Elon Musk's productivity is his ability to multitask efficiently. When we think of multitasking, we often picture ourselves juggling various tasks at once and feeling overwhelmed. However, Elon Musk has honed this skill to a fine art, combining tasks in a way that maximizes his time and efficiency. To illustrate this, Musk often takes his meetings while traveling. He effectively uses transit time, which most of us consider as downtime, into a productive work session. This may seem like a simple adjustment, but think about it. How much time do you spend commuting or traveling each day? What could you do if you reclaim that time? By doing just that, Musk manages to squeeze out extra hours of work from just a 24-hour day. But before you jump into multitasking, it's important to note that it isn't about doing multiple things poorly. It's also about doing multiple things well. And that requires planning, prioritization, and focus. Musk doesn't just randomly stack together projects. He strategically combines tasks that are complementary and require different cognitive resources. This way, he ensures that his performance in one task doesn't negatively impact the other. Now think about your typical day. What are some tasks you can combine to save time? Like many of us, we don't have a personal driver, so we can't focus fully on meetings, but instead, could you listen to an informative podcast while driving? Or perhaps catch up on industry news while doing household chores? It's all about making every minute count. One of Elon Musk's most remarkable traits is his commitment to continuous learning and self-improvement. He firmly believes knowledge is power, and that the key to innovation lies in constantly expanding one's understanding. This isn't just a belief that Musk preaches, it's a principle he lives by. From a young age, he would consume books at an astonishing rate, often reading 2 books in a single day. Even as he's gotten older and busier, he still makes time in his schedule to learn, whether through reading, conversing with experts, or taking online courses. This ties back to time blocking. By allocating time each day for learning, Musk feeds his mind with new information and is able to stay at the forefront of innovation. While trying to learn from Elon, it is important to reflect on how much time you dedicate to learning each day. How could you incorporate more learning into your schedule? Remember, learning isn't limited to reading books. It could also be listening to a podcast, watching a documentary, or even through a thoughtful conversation. Every piece of new knowledge is a stepping stone towards personal and professional growth. A crucial part of Elon Musk's productivity secrets lie in his approach to risk-taking. Unlike reckless gambles, Musk takes calculated risks, weighing the potential gains against the probable losses. This proactive approach not only drives his success, but also turbocharges his productivity, as it eliminates the waiting game that can stall progress. For example, when establishing SpaceX, Musk invested his personal fortune into an industry dominated by large government contractors. And most thought this was a high-risk gamble. However, his calculated risk combined with his drive for innovation led SpaceX to becoming an industry powerhouse. Similarly, Musk's involvement with Tesla came at the time when electric cars were a novelty and the market was uncertain. Yet, his vision for a sustainable future prompted him to take the risk. Today, Tesla is transforming the automobile industry as a leader in the electric vehicle market. Musk's risk-taking mentality illustrates that productivity and innovation often require stepping out of comfort zones and seizing opportunities even while they appear daunting. It's not about idly waiting for things to happen, but actively making them happen. Elon Musk is not just a businessman, he's a visionary. He's driven by a purpose that goes beyond profit. Whether it's making life multiplanetary or accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy, Musk ventures all have a higher purpose. This sense of purpose is a crucial element of Musk's productivity. When you have a clear purpose, it acts as a compass that guides your actions. It helps you prioritize your tasks and focus on what truly matters. For Musk, his purpose helps him stay motivated, even in the face of tremendous challenges, and fuels his relentless work ethic. So how can you build a sense of purpose? Start by asking yourself why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What impact do you want to have in your work, your life, and in the world? These are not easy questions, but the answers can help bring clarity, motivation, and direction. Remember, your purpose doesn't have to be something grand or world-changing. It just has to be meaningful to you. It could be as simple as helping others, expressing your creativity, or pursuing a passion. Once you've identified your purpose, let it guide your decisions, your actions, and your time. Now that we've delved into the productivity secrets of Elon Musk, let's talk about how you can apply these strategies to your own life. It's one thing to understand these concepts, but the real magic happens when you start implementing them. First, let's take a look at the time blocking technique. You may not be running multiple billion-dollar companies, but you can still benefit from this technique. Start by identifying the task that takes up the most of your time each day. Then try allocating specific time slots for each of these tasks. Remember, it's about dedicating focused time to each task, not just filling up your schedule. And don't forget to leave some time for unexpected tasks or even breaks. Even Elon Musk has to take time to eat and rest. Next, consider how you can multitask efficiently. This doesn't mean juggling several tasks at once. Rather, it's about finding tasks that can be done simultaneously without having to hamper your performance on either. For example, could you listen to an educational podcast while doing household chores? Or perhaps brainstorm side hustle ideas during your commute? As far as continuous learning, think about how you can incorporate this into your daily routine. Maybe you could dedicate a few minutes each day to reading a book or an article. Or you can take an online course to acquire a new skill. The key here is to stay curious and never stop learning. When it comes to risk-taking, ask yourself, what calculated risks can you take to advance your career or personal growth? Remember, it's not about making reckless decisions, but about weighing the potential rewards against the risks. Lastly, try to identify your purpose. This might take some deep introspection, but it is worth the effort. Ask yourself, why do you do what you do, and what impact do you want to have on the world? Once you have a clear purpose, it will act as a compass that guides your decisions and actions, boosting your productivity in the process. Now think about how these strategies can transform your productivity. Which techniques are you planning on trying out? Remember, the goal is to not become another Elon Musk, but to become the most productive version of yourself. As always, strive for better, and I'll see you in the next video.